Yes, Sunday night, last game, liveoddsportsbookreview.com. Chiefs and the Steelers from Pittsburgh. Steelers 5-47 the total. Should we call Andy Reid Andy Road? How about this? 89 and 57 ATS career on the road, 16 and 9 ATS on the road as coach of the Chiefs, and 2 of the losses were by half a point.
Yeah, exactly. If you shopped around, you might have gone 18 and 7 with Reid. And this, again, it's not new to Kansas City. When he was in Philadelphia with Donovan McNabb and all those great Eagles teams, they kept on going to the NFC Championship game and losing. Those squads, consistent winners on the highway. Here in KC, consistent winner on the highway. Why? As teams tend to be pretty clean. They don't beat themselves. Not a lot of turnovers, not a lot of penalties, not a lot of killer mistakes. Good prep. He's a good game planner, but I got some concerns about the offense this year. They scored 1 touchdown over the last 2 weeks. That being said, they split the 2 games, even though they scored 1 touchdown on offense over the last 2 weeks, because they're bailed out by a historically good pass defense. How about this? A 51.5 passer rating against through the first 3 games. That's among the best ever, although a lot of that 51.5 has to do with Ryan Fitzpatrick and what he did against that KC defense last week. Fitzpatrick, the miscues were certainly a part of that.
Guess who's tied with the 49ers for worst yards per play differential in the NFL? The Pittsburgh Steelers. Can you believe it? They get Le'Veon Bell back, but Teddy, how are they going to use him?
Yeah, say that again, okay? Because it's worth it. Or if you don't say it, I'm going to say it. The Steelers are tied with the San Francisco 49ers for the worst yards per play differential in the NFL. That means every snap they've been outgained by 1.2 yards per play this year. Okay? You look at the passing game numbers for Pittsburgh, and I'm telling you, they miss Heath Miller, they miss Martavius Bryant. We haven't seen the likes of Marcus Wheaton able to step up. It's been all Antonio Brown and nobody else. Now they're going to get Le'Veon Bell back, which is good news. Obviously, with D'Angelo Williams, only 2.8 yards per rush over the last 2 games. And this is an offense you would expect to see, closer to 4.5/5 yards per rush from their backs. But we're going to see some 2-back sets with Bell and Williams both in the field together, Paul.
Yes, and here's a quote from Big Ben. We're not going to put him at wide receiver and use D'Angelo running back, but we will, I think, have them both on the field and move them out of the backfield. We're not going to take running back off the front of Bell's name and put wide receiver, but I definitely think he's one of our best receivers, and Bell's just happy to be back. But you wonder, Teddy, during the suspension, he wasn't allowed to practice. Is he going to be rusty, and is he ready for contact?
And look, I mean, Pittsburgh's offense, one week is different from the next in the NFL. Yeah. The Steelers' offense stunk last week. It wasn't really very good the week before. They picked apart Washington's weak defense week 1, and since then, it hasn't been an offense that's been clicking. So you have Le'Veon Bell. You say, he comes back, Pittsburgh's going to start rolling. Well, again, the wide receiver is still an issue. The tight end position is still an issue. And just because Bell is on the field, his first came back following his suspension last year. He got 26 touches. That being said, he hasn't been on the practice field. And Pittsburgh hasn't been able to move the football. They also have injuries on their back 7 defensively. Loaded with injuries. The linebacking core and the secondary, both problematic for the Steelers right now.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.